Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab where I do what I do for you. I got a nice little story for you today, a real life lesson. You know how we do it. Let's go. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons daily. You tune in to receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. I got you. Right Thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right Thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline, practice daily, will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. You see where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical. But if you have an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you with that. That's what I do. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows but knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht, be true. Put the book down for a second so I can make my point. I got a little quick lesson I want to share with y'all. This one's right thinker. Let's talk about, remember, so we had the courtship of Eddie Fathers. Let me tell you about my best friend. Well, this is, let me tell you the qualities of a best friend. How about that? And if you got somebody with these qualities, that's your best friend. Or if you're the one with these qualities, again, you're the best friend. Let's go. Right thinker, let's talk about a best friend is the one who's always got your back. Okay? You don't know who your best friend is until when? Until you're in a bad position. And your friend, again, got your back, help you out that situation. A best friend is the one who you go to in what? In your time and need to get what you need. And the best friend will always be there with what you need. So you ain't got to go no further. I had a situation where I was jobless. Went to my dude, helped me out. Didn't need me, but help me out. That's a friend. When I was jobless, I gave my man, he gave me a job. Why? Well, that's what best friends do. Think about it, all right? How about this one? You thought that was bad? When I was homeless, he gave me a place to lay my head every day and what? No charge. Again, that's what best friends do. If you do things, you ain't got to say a word. He ain't that time brought none of that up. That's what best friends do. Again, that's the kind of person he is. All right? To be someone's best friend means that you're there, what? Through thick and thin. Okay? Understand that. You play a certain role in people's life that you might not even see it until it's, come to you. So, yeah. And whenever he needed something from me, as long as I got breath for me and life for me, if I got it, guess what? He got it too. No questions asked. Don't make a difference. Okay. Back in the day, when I was that guy, he was still who he is. The fact that he trusted me when I called and said I need so and so, this, that, and the third. Okay. Didn't question, didn't ask. I look back on and say, yo, my man. Yeah, okay. I didn't trust many people. He's one of the few that I trust back then. I still trust him. Moving on. I can't say that about a lot of people. Moving on. And that's this. Now, when you're there for each other, no matter what the weather, y'all gonna do it together. That's what best friends do. If you got one of them, they call them ride or die, ace boom coon, all that, yeah. But a best friend, it speaks for itself. All right. But when I reach Nihas, aka my spiritual enlightenment, the first thing I did after I talked to God, call him. Not my mother, not my sister, my brother, nope. Call my dude. All right. And from that point on, okay, that was over 15 years ago. I was told 10 years ago when I was on fire. I was fit to be tied. And my mother said, well, baby, everybody don't want to talk about God all the time. Went to my dude. I said, yo, man, I'm amped, but my mom said everybody don't want to talk about God. He said, but right, whenever you want to talk about God, call me. I don't know if he knew what he was doing. I talked to him every day. On Wednesdays, twice a day. Okay, so yeah, and it's God all the time. That's what best friends do. Okay, that's life. That's what we do. Exchange blessings and concepts about life. We've been doing it for a long time, over 47 years now. All right, and we got that common thread. We was raised by good men, good moms, and God, watch this, that one common thread, God, we are what? His messengers, but we doing it on our terms. He's the saint, I'm the sage. He's God's good guy, I'm God's bad guy. Not the bad guy like that, but yeah, I'm the other guy. We ain't the same, all right? So if you want nice, that's the line you want to be in. If you want the real, pure, I'm your man. Some people want to be coddled. I ain't got a problem with that, but that ain't my thing, so you might want to go over there. If you want hands, you want preaching, that's the line over there. If you want straightforward, pure, bam, right between the eye truth, I'm your man. Let's go. I got you. And watch this. Now, who I'm talking about? Oh, I call him my best friend. Well, he also my pastor. And I don't do religion. Moving on. Now, I met this guy ferryman, or brother, excuse me, over 45 years ago. Back right there. That's when we was buddies, okay, co-workers for the Jew white man. Long story, but yeah, okay. He was a plumber. I was a carpenter. We met up in business like that, so we worked pretty much together. But what we had in common with that connection with that guy upstairs, totally different ways, but we had it, and it worked. We were less than 20 years old when we met. We just starting out into manhood, just my first job. I'm going to see what's going on. And we started out that venture of life back then. I was that guy. He's the guy he is today. Now today, I'm this guy, and he's still the same guy. But we best friends, all right? And I trust him, again. So, where we at? All right. I taught him, back in my day, some things, and he taught me some things. And they say the phrase is what? Iron sharp as iron. We do the same thing, so different, but it's so that the brother give me advice from scripture and religious concept. Like I said, I don't do religion. Everything he do is religious. And he give me life advice from his perspective. And I tell him all the time, anybody, He ain't steered me wrong yet. I take the brother advice. Simple as that, okay? And that's what it's about. And if needed, he asked, I give him some. And we went there back and forth. So that's the relationship. All right, that's the friendship. But I have been serving God ever since, he have been serving God ever since he was a kid. I think he said he got his calling at 15. Only thing calling me at 15, we ain't gonna talk about that because this is a friendly show. But it wasn't the Lord. And when I met him, I had a 1978 Grand Prix. It's 1977. So it's like October, somewhere around that area. The car brand new. So yeah, 77. He had a station wagon. But I got in his car, he had a figurine on the dashboard of Jesus Christ. That guy with Jesus Christ, still remember it like it was just today. All right? But guess what? I got my calling way later in life, maybe about 15 years ago. Again, like I said, I was about 50 years old when I got my, why the hell took so long? Okay, long story short. And that was about 15 years ago. Now we are answering God's call and doing what we do on a day-to-day basis. When you know when I got my calling, like I said, 15 years ago, this brother been like, take the thieves ever since. Okay? And when you know who got your back, you know your best friend. Tell me on the regular, appreciate you. Dude, I got you, appreciate you. That's what you do. Now, if I had to be in a foxhole, hands down, yo, Root, let's go. Why, my man, I know I can handle mine. And back in my day, I only wanted to roll with somebody who, when they got foxhole type situation, handle your own. Why, I'm gonna handle mine. I ain't got time to worry about you. So I'll be with him. I would want him behind me. I don't trust many people. Again, that's the point. Friendships, like God, has to be what? Known, not believed in. I believe he's my best friend. No, those friendships end up your best friend sleeping with your wife or some other nonsense. Your best girlfriend sleep with your husband. No, them ain't best friends. Big difference. Trust me. They ain't even close. Okay? And trust me, I know him. So I'm good. Back in my day, if I needed to be driven somewhere, I'm the wheelman. But other than myself, he's my wheelman. And I never forget, he made the statement, when the brother called and said, yo, I need to go so-and-so. Yeah, okay, cool. He'll be ready. He didn't ask no questions and didn't know where we going, didn't know what we doing. He just driving. He's the original transporter. All right? But that's how we used to roll. And watch this. Now, when he got married, again, I was the wheelman. He had a new car, fancy Cadillac. I had the Cadillac also. I had a 78 Cadillac and a Grand Prix. So he wanted, chauffeur, married. They took him around town, shopped on him, did my thing. Okay, but now we are spiritually connected. And I wonder how many of his followers know what his nickname, his alter ego, anything about him other than him being there. Everybody see him now as the pastor. I said, but see, I know him as Babe Ruth. Back in the day when we was rolling Twin Cities, we was doing our thing. The brother could skate like all the big. Had a lot of talent, a lot of skill, and he was a regular dude. But Christ, and that was his thing. He wasn't deviating. He haven't since I known him. So much respect for that. But I know him from being a good dude. Always been a good dude. Anybody know him, say the same thing about him. So he's one of the few people that if you in a conversation and his name come up, it's going to be in a good terms. That's what I'm saying. Moving on. And many people can't say that. That's what I'm saying. Now, lastly, as a sage, meaning I went the old-fashioned way. I did a whole bunch of other stuff. He's on this side of the track, I'm on that side of the track, but our connection was always there. So when I got done doing this nonsense over here, when I came over, the first call I made was to him. And like I said, about 15 years ago, we still rolling, all right? And watch this. Now, I spent the last 35 years of my life learning, perfecting myself, preparing myself to be what? A God servant, like my dude. Because he been serving God a long time. I know that for a fact. So when I got my call, I said, yo, man, I got the call. What? I'm on your team now. We're on the same team. Best team I ever joined, my man. So again, when I became a God servant, he's the pastor. He the one says, I'm evangelist, I do my work outside the church. I said, yeah, you're right. So that means you're the ministry. Right thing philosophy is the ministry. Cool. All right, I'm a minister. I'm an evangelist, according to my man. All right. So, yes. And I look at him as a saint. They say, what, a saint ain't nothing but a sinner who fell down and got up. If he fell down, oh yeah, he fell down. He took a few hits, and he always get up. He gonna pop right out. He just pop right out. I see the thing when the guy did the thing, we fall down. Yeah, the trampoline, he comes up. But yeah, in life, if your faith is strong and your belief and your will is in the right place, ain't nothing you can do. Ain't nobody can touch you. Now I seen him take some hits, and yeah, he's a saint. Why? He serves God 100%. He ain't shamed. He don't bend. He don't waver. He don't make excuses. He's going to serve the Lord. Been doing it since I know him. So, yeah. And if I'm going to be participating in any religious concept, it's going to be with this guy. That's why I go to church. I tell you, I don't do religion, but I go to church every week. Another story. But yet, because of him, friendship. Okay? Now, I don't mind. And he was a God-fearing young man. I wasn't even in the ballpark. Okay? Now, 40 years later, he's still a God-serving man. But guess what? I'm on his team now. That's the difference. Moving on. And when God anoints you for living right and doing the right thing, and you got his attention, and he advised me, find a saint. I'm a sage. He didn't say find a sage. He said a saint. My dude's a saint. I'm a sage. We the odd couple, but we work together. But remember, opposites working together for the common good. I love that. And wrapping it up, hope you get the concept. I'm just giving my dude his props. I called my dude and I told him, guess what? I'm on your side now. What you mean by the right? I'm a good guy now. I've been going to church ever since. I've been talking to him about God ever since, and it's been working real good on this end. And that brother's still doing what he do. I'm just doing it with him now, and he appreciate it, and I sure appreciate him. I got you, my dude. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Right thinkers, always. If you ain't a best friend, get one. If you ain't doing the right thing, you'll never be one. It takes the right thing to be one. Trust me. And in closing, you're all there to be 100. You know the rule. And me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers, a.k.a. my best friends, have passed away. Hope you enjoyed the lesson.